Good evening, chat. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Hi. Hi. Oh, I'm a little off. A little off center. Hold on. Hold on, I'm a little off center. We're gonna. Hi, chat. Hello. Welcome to stream. Uh, so today we're going to be answering some marshmallows. So if you've been following me on Twitter for the past week, you guys might have heard me blabbing about this. Is a ferret is a ferret. So I'm gonna be answering questions from chat themselves, but I'm also gonna be going into a lot of what was sent to me via Marshmallow. So basically, for those of you guys who are uninitiated, Marshmallow is a little question answer app that a lot of VTubers use. And so for the past week I've been like, you guys should send me stuff on it so that I can answer. And I got a few submissions. And yeah, so today we're gonna be, talking about that. Sorry if I sound a little quiet. I was out doing a lot of things outside of the manor today. And then also I had a small little tiny episode earlier today because of I was sitting down getting ready for stream, and I was like, I have some peach tea that I haven't made yet. I'm gonna make my tea. And so I get my tea. I'm so happy because I'm like, this is some nice tea. I'm gonna have some honey with it. Honey's a lot healthier than sugar. Needless to say, my paws aren't good with honey, and I ended up dropping the thing of honey into the cup of tea, and then both of them spilled everywhere, including all over my floor. I now have I tried cleaning up the honey as best as I could, but now I have a sticky spot on my floor from honey, and it's not wanting to come out, and I was sitting here crying for a good 5 minutes over it. But I'm here now. I'm here. I got to start stream on time. We have plain old water instead. Which reminds me, I'm gonna take a sippy sips. Water. A waddle bothered, if you will. But yeah, so if I seem a little down today, that's why. It's literally just me being stupid, as per usual, and having a small little meltdown about it. But that's okay, that kind of thing happens. Oh, the other thing I should probably mention. Let me turn this up a little bit. There we are. If the BGM is too loud, please do let me know. I don't want the BGM to be too loud. I'm also gonna get closer to my mic here, because it's gonna be a nice casual Zatsu day. So basically, I got some BGM from Anti-back. This BGM is called Coffee Run. I really like it. I got another one back from them earlier today too that I'm gonna cycle into the rotation. Just for right now, I only have the permits for this one, so we're gonna listen to this one. So if this gets old, I might change it. If not, oh well. I like it. It's nice and soothing. It's a cozy tune for cozy stream today. Anywho's, we're gonna get to the first one, in which I'm gonna say right now, either one of the other plushies submitted this one, or this is from Lily trying to get inside my mind, trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. I ain't gonna tell Lily where I'm hiding so easily. So this question is going to remain kind of unanswered. But I will give some tips for the other plushies. If you're hiding, if you were put in the washing machine, if you're going to be put in the washing machine, I think is what they meant, where would you first hide? I'm gonna say right now, don't hide anywhere on ground level. Don't do the hide behind the curtain thing. Don't do, crawling under things is always, the first thing they check. Don't crawl under things. My tip is to go high. Go high up. For example, I'm not going to use this spot because it's already been caught and it's already been fixed. But I used to have, a little hole in my ceiling that I could fit my little I could wiggle my little ferret body into. And I would hide up there. We got the hole in the ceiling fixed now, so I'm a little sad about that. But, actually clever if this was really Lily. It's really clever to phrase this as like, oh hey, where did you hide? Sadly, I'm only giving out a spot that I can't use so that Lily can't find me next time. I don't like washing machine. But yeah. So this is the first one. First question done, and it's only been a couple minutes. This might be a short one, guys. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah. Next one. Okay, this is another one from not someone in the manor. So, I should probably talk a little bit. As you guys probably seen in some of the other lore animation things, before I joined the manor, I was hanging out, you know, in the manor's forest. I was hanging out in the forest for a while. In the forest, I made a couple of nice friends, and one of them was a lovely, funny mushroom dude. Just a sentient little mushroom guy. And, you know, in his little cave where he was, he somehow had a whole TV set up because, like, you know, a bunch of us would go by there and he'd have the TV set up. Him and this, like, really cute, really sweet fox girl, who was also kind of a tsundere, but, like, she's cute, so I let it pass. They have this nice, like, TV setup in their little underground cave. And we started watching Spy X Family together. And then I joined the manor. And we just haven't watched the last episode. I need to do so because I've been busy. I feel so bad about it because I know season 2 is out now too. So I gotta plan to head out and see my funny little mushroom guy so that we can, like, hang out. He's a silly little dude. Plus, I also want to see that fox girl again. She's really cute. She's really cute, but she doesn't want to be civilized. That's the biggest issue. So, like, I have friends both in and out of the forest, around the area, you know. I've talked about this quite a bit. But there is this really, really pretty fox girl. And she's so cute. And I really like her a lot. But the problem is, I even invited her, like, hey, you know, at worst, like, maybe I can figure, if you, like, meet the managers and everything, maybe they'll let you, you know, stay at the manor for a little while. And she immediately was like, nah, fam. Nah, I ain't about that civilized life. I don't want to be in civilization. I want to be wild and free. And I'm surprised that you don't want to be wild and free. And I was like, I know, but, like, they got some good benefits over there at the manor. They've got some good things that I could do. Plus the people in the manor are really nice. So eventually I might run off into the forest with her. But for now I'm with the manor, and I'm happy that I'm with the manor. But I still like to go and visit and talk to my friends in the forest a lot too. The main little, like, the main thing to remember is just because lifestyles don't match up, it doesn't mean exactly that you should, like, cut someone off. You should always keep in touch with your friends and always, like, you know, keep a good contact with them. Like, just because you have differing values and opinions and different goals doesn't mean that you can't be friends. I think I put that well. I think I put that very well. Next one. What's the most petty thing I've done to one of my gen mates? Ooh, this one's a toughie. To be honest, I don't know. Like, to be fair, we've all get along pretty well. Probably the pettiest thing I've done was, like, chew on one of Leo's books after he pissed me off, but, like, that's pretty much it. Hard to choose just one? Oh, it is very hard to choose just one. I've done some petty I both have and haven't done really petty shit. I've done petty shit and then felt really bad and helped fix it. The way I describe myself is kind of like, if you've ever seen the advertisements for the Sour Patch Kids, is, like, the biggest one. I'm sour, and I'm mean, but then I'm sweet, and I usually help clean it up. And that's one of the reasons why I'm allowed to stay in the manor, even with my little mean streak in me. It's because I'm sour, then sweet. It's really weird. But no, Chewy, I have little petty things that I do to each of them. Like, for example, if Theo's pissing me off, I will chew on some of Theo's books intentionally. It's lovely. He has some good, like, nice hardcover books that have, like, leather spines, and they're, like, really nice to chew on, you know? So is paper. Paper's also amazing to chew on. Speaking of, I was talking with my forest friends, because my forest friends also like to tune in on the streams. They like to watch the streams because they have some little bit of internet access out in the woods. I don't know how. Just go with it. They were watching my previous candy ranking stream, and they were like, "The fuck do you mean you eat the paper? What's wrong with you?" They got confused and thought I meant like that I eat the plastic and stuff. I don't really eat the plastic and stuff. Plastic's not really something that I really like chewing on. I like chewing on more natural materials, like little bits of paper. Things that I can break down and really chew with my teeth, like gum. So, like, they were very confused when I was talking about lollipops, and I was like, yeah, I chew on the paper. I meant the paper stem, not the actual, like, wrapper. The wrapper part is not good. It's really crunchy, and I don't like it. I usually like crunchy stuff, but I actually like breaking my teeth through crunchy stuff and not, like, the weird kind of crunchy, but still, like, soggy kind of feel. You get what I mean, chat? Do you get what I mean? Am I making sense? I think I'm making sense. But yeah, so, like, basically, after side tangent, I do petty things to each of them. Mainly to Theo, probably, is the one who I'd have to say. But Theo isn't a gen mate, so I can't put him on the list. Shit. Out of all my gen mates, I feel like I pick on Victor the most. I don't mean to pick on Victor. I just end up doing so. You need your microplastics for a balanced diet? No, I don't. I don't need my microplastics for a balanced diet. But no, out of all of the Zenith, like, household people, I'd say the one that I pester and am petty to most is, like, Theo. But in my generation, it's either Aries or Victor. I can't go after Lily too much because she's, like, way bigger than me. Actually, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna say probably Aries. The way I see it, so again, I think I talked about this during my debut. We're all kind of like a family. We all have like little random family roles. Like Theo, for example, is Peepaw. He's the old man and grandpa. And Lily's like the mom. Aries is like the older big sister. And Theo's like, not Theo, fuck, Victor. Victor's like a little brother. Like a silly little brother. So that leaves me to be like the middle child. And I think that might be part of the reason I act out a little bit. But like, that's my own prerogative. I just do it because it's fun. But yeah. If I had to choose specifically one thing for each of the, like my gen mates that I do. Theo's the chewing on the books. Lily, I actively steal her pens. I actively steal and hoard her pens. Actually, I got this really, really nice one recently. Hold on. Let me pull it on my little thing. I just recently, like today, got this really nice one from her. It's like cute. It's gold. It's got a diamond on the end. I don't know if it's a real diamond or not, but it's like really nice and hefty. And it's got like nice weight when you're writing with it. It's so, so nice. Bully Victor for his taste a lot last stream. It was really funny. Victor, we even talked about this at dinner at the Zenith table. Victor has such milquetoast taste in like in both men and women. His tastes and characters are so milquetoast. He likes some vanilla. And almost everyone else. I haven't gotten Aries' opinion on this. Aries was really quiet. But like me, Theo, and Lily were all like, nah, we want the well, Lily and Theo have the mentality of I can fix them. I have the mentality of I could fix them, But whatever the hell's wrong with them is much hotter. I'm one of those type people. I like characters with backstory. I like characters that are kind of messed up. I like characters that in the Longwood would probably spit in my face. I'm really bad. I'm not gonna lie. When I was younger and when I was a younger human before I was the ferret, and Boku no Hero Academia was really big. I liked Hero Academia. Not as much, but I really liked Bakugo. I really liked Bakugo. Listen, I either like bombastic blondes or like really dark and mysterious, like black-haired people. Like, oh. I like both sides of the spectrum, but either way, I want them to step on me. Anyways. But yeah, messing with everyone's really fun. I have a lot of fun doing it. I like even more when I can come up with ways to like, or new ways. So if anyone has any new ways that I can pick on my my gen mates, let me know. All right, out of my gen mates, who have I bitten the most? That's a toughie. I kind of bite everyone equally. Probably the Noodle dudes, actually. I bite you guys a lot. Well, like, here's the thing you gotta understand about the biting, and I even made a short about this. I made a whole short about this. The biting thing is... I do it out of love. I bite people because I like them. And they think they're so cute and I want to bite. So I like... I bite all of my gen mates equally, and I bite the Noodle dudes way more than I do my gen mates. If we're talking about the one who's most pleasing to bite, I'm gonna have to say Victor again. Victor's ears, man. They're good. They're good. Aries does not like when I bite them, so I've been, like, trying to avoid it as much as possible. Me and Aries got this, like, sibling rivalry, old, big sister, middle sister drama kind of thing, you know? I'm afraid if I bite Peepaw that he's going to just keel over. If I bite Peepaw Theo, he's just gonna keel over. And then Lily I do bite a bit. But then again, I don't bite Lily where people can see, because I know that they're very, like, they're very much a, like, oh no. Oh no, I got a mark on my skin. What if I have to go take photos? It's nice. But yeah, I'd say that's pretty much that. We have a lot of fun dynamics. What do you think your YouTuber's favorite snack would be if you could eat it? First of all, what do you mean? I am silly plushy. But I were to say specifically the ferret. Probably oranges. Something like natural and earthy. They'd like oranges or like maybe... No, it's a specific type of clover. There's a specific type of clover. They look like little hearts. And there's usually like 3 of them on a stem. And you can actually pick and eat them. They're one of the edible clovers that you can find on the ground. And I think the ferret would very much appreciate those. A clover? Yeah. I actually used to eat them all the time as a kid. So, fun fact about me. Fun fact that I don't think I talked about. I was in the Girl Scouts for like... Let's see, first, second, third, fourth. I think it was up until 4th grade. So like for like 3 or 4 years, I was in Girl Scouts, and then I also went to Girl Scout camp every year. For like 5 or 6 years. So like I have learned a few random like skills. I know how to gut and prepare a fish. That's fun to learn when you're 8. And then there is... What are some other ones? I know a couple of different knots. I'm really bad at them, but I can tie a few kinds of different knots. And like one of them was we learned about like certain poisonous vegetation and like certain edible vegetation. Like we learned about specifically gum vines, which are these like little thin red vines that you can chew on. And they taste a little bit like bubble gum, but they're really hard to find. And then also just like clovers, a certain type of clover. It's like a little heart shape with like 3 sides, and you usually find them in big patches. And you can pick and eat them in their stems, and they taste like Sour Patch Kids. And they're so delicious. I like them a lot. I think they're really nice. And I feel like my VTuber model, the ferret, would eat a lot of them. If we're talking about my favorite snack, though, I really like nori. I really like just plain old seaweed nori. Not even like with rice or fish on the inside. Just give me a piece of nori and I will be happy. I will be content to eat a whole sheet of nori. Or a whole pack of 50 sheets, if you leave me alone. It's like a nice, healthy little snack treat. And they're really nice and chewy. I used to suck specific flowers, but because it tastes like honey. I would like to know which flowers those are. It's been a while, so I don't know if I can... Off the top of my head, I don't remember any. Like, to be fair, any flower can kind of taste like honey, because a lot of times beekeepers will keep specific types of plants near their hives so that they specifically pollinate with that type. Like, for example, one of my favorite types of honey is lavender honey, which is a lot of the beekeepers will grow these big lavender farms. Or they'll have their bees live near these lavender farms, or live in like a terrarium kind of like greenhouse with only those type of flowers. And it's specifically like lavender honey. And I really like it. It's really good. It tends to be like a little more bitter than a lot of the other ones, and I like that. But yeah, so very natural foods. Next one. Hello, Laika. First of all, hello. This person wrote a fucking novel. Holy shit. I would like to hear your thoughts on the management of ZENITHVE, since Liliana and Victor have already shared their opinions on the matter. We're gonna go through each of my 4 managers. So, a little peek behind the curtains. And I think I'm allowed to say this. We have like 4 managers that help us with our wave. We have our general CEO, who is Pangy. We have Rebecca, who is our marketing manager. We have me. We'll just call him N, because I'm not sure if they want to be public about it. N does stuff for the website, and they also help with marketing, and they help a little bit with marketing, but they're more so on the merchandise side of it. And then there's Peepaw, who is actually technically our talent manager. They specifically help us with a lot of stuff. Which is why you'll see Peepaw Theo with the lab coat on, is because all of our management wears that kind of lab coat around the Zenith Manor. I don't remember going to the lab too much. I don't like going to the lab. I don't know why. I just don't like it. But my management in particular, we'll start with our CEO Pangy. Pangy is really funny. He loves his cheddar. He likes cheddar and turkey. There's a specific GIF that I'm talking about, and I'm not gonna bring it up. But he's pretty good. He's funny. He's fun to talk to. He likes to lurk in streams a lot, so if you see Pangy pop in, that is our CEO, and he's silly. Rebecca's a fucking workhorse. Oh my god. Rebecca does so much for the company. She does so much. And she's good at everything she does. She's literally like the best wave manager I could ever ask for. N, or Nika, I cannot pronounce it correctly. I know them by a different name, so, but they are also like really great to work with. I love their art so much. They do a lot of stuff with Black Rock Shooter, and it's so cool. I've never seen Black Rock Shooter, but I love their designs and stuff. And then there's Theo, who I've already talked about. Theo's Peepaw. He's funny. He's fun to hang out with. He's silly. We play some games together. But I also feel like if I bite him too hard, he's going to evaporate into dust. He's the old man. We're also, fun fact, me and Theo are probably the most tech illiterate of the Zenith members. I have a very hard time setting up things like streams and like figuring things out. And so does Peepaw Theo. And the other members are very, and also our managers are very helpful with like, this is what this technically means and this is how you set this up. And they're all really helpful. Everybody in the Zenith Manor is very helpful and very sweet. And I really enjoy our time there. I enjoy hanging out with everyone. Alright. How do you let off steam after a long day? My favorite way to let off steam after a long day is to literally just lay down and cry. So, as much as I am the boss of the Zenith Manor, you know, a boss has to be strong enough to cry and feel emotions. And let themselves feel emotions. So I do that a lot. I also really like to play games. I like to go visit my friends in the forest. My forest friends are so sweet. And they have been really helpful. Not only just keeping me alive outside the manor, but also, like, even when I'm in the manor and doing things for the manor, they're still really supportive, and I like to go and visit them a lot. A few other things I really like to do. My other thing is working on projects. I don't really see this as more of sort of a job. I mean, I do, but like, it doesn't feel like a job, if that makes any sense. I just think it's really fun, and I like to do this. So I don't usually have to let off steam, but when I do, I usually either crawl in bed, cry, and nap, or I specifically will get on the, like, I'll either get on a call with my forest friends, or I'll actually go out to see my forest friends. They live at a very long distance away from there, though, so it's usually just calling them. And then, of course, because I'm lucky enough to have family outside the manor, I also like to visit my family outside the manor. Oh, and of course, watching TV and shows and cartoons. I still need to watch the latest episode of Bluey, and it's been like gnawing at me. It's been gnawing at the back of my skull because I keep seeing posts about it, and I'm like, I know some of the things that happened, and I wanted it to be a surprise, and so I'm just gonna try and figure out a way to watch it soon. But yeah, after a long day, I just kind of just hang out, you know? I like to nap a lot and cry a lot. It's so nice. Would you rather bite the hand that feeds you or feed the hand that bites you? Both. Both is good. Okay, but long-winded answer. Because to be honest, I do bite the hand that feeds me almost on a daily basis. Like, I bite Lily and Theo a lot. They're the ones who provide most of the things. So, I think real questions here. Very real questions. Very real questions. Very real philosophical questions. Even if they're just joke questions, I'm giving you guys serious answers for them. This is your doing, not mine. But both, kind of. I bite Lily and Theo a lot. And then also, but I would love to cook for them too. Cooking is one of those things where recently I've been wanting to get into. Hi, bite everyone? Yes, I will bite everyone, Dragon, including you. That's the sound of me biting. But yeah, both is good. I mean, if I could find someone to feed and bite me, or that I can feed while they bite me, would be very nice. And yes, I'm joking about the fox girl because she does bite me occasionally. Not a lot though. Not a lot though. She's really sweet. Anyway. Hello, contestants! Laika's here to answer your question today, so are you smarter than fifth? Oh, I don't think we have the license for that. Oh well, we're gonna keep going anyways. Can you give the opposite of these words? Always coming from take me down. Oh, is this a Rickroll? This is the Rickroll, I think. Hold on. Always be never. Coming is going. To. Yet take. Yeah, it's never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Yeah. It's a Rickroll. The classic, but you passed the test. Fuck yeah, of course I passed the test. Totally, because I didn't cheat by watching, I totally didn't cheat by watching Liliana and Victor streams. Also, though, I do like Rickroll. Again, my tape recorders are Richard and Ashley. As in, together, they're Rick Astley. That's why I literally made a Rickroll joke in my debut. How was I not gonna get this? To be honest, I love Rickrolling people. It's like a guilty pleasure of mine to Rickroll people. Like, if I could, I would love to cover Never Gonna Give You Up by Rick Astley. It's so good. Anywho's. Hello, Laika. Hello again. You guys are being so polite with these ones. You nerds need to be more rude to me. You noodle dudes. Noodle dudes need to be meaner. Just wanted to ask you a quick question. Who inspired me to be a VTuber? Oh, I'm gonna get some flack for this one. I'm gonna get some flack. So, the first VTuber I ever watched was actually Project Melody. It was actually Melody. So a lot of people, yeah. Well, like, to be fair, I didn't really watch much of her NSFW stuff. I didn't watch much of it. I mainly, like, watched a lot of, like, I watched her a bit. I just really liked her. Yeah, Project Melody was my first VTuber that I watched. I did see Kizuna Ai around, but she didn't really appeal to me all too much. Plus, I'm more of an English-speaking VTuber person myself. I like being able to just, like, plop a VTuber on in the background and sit and do things. So, like, she's probably the first one. She's also the only VTuber I currently own a merch of. I actually own her U2s. But if we're going to, like, which VTuber in specific? Like, to be fair, I saw her and I was like, that's cool. I'm gonna continue to answer this question, but my reasons for being the VTuber thing more came after wanting to be a streamer. So a little bit of background about me being like one of the reasons why I agreed to do the streaming thing with Zenith. As the ferret, I agreed to do this. I've seen other streamers before. So stupid. The actual start of when I was like, holy shit, this is actually a thing that I could do, was actually, I think they're actually a VTuber now too, was a VTubing subcategory streaming, so it makes sense, yeah. But my first like streamer that really made me be like, holy shit, I could actually probably do this, was Ronbu Live, actually. I know, I'm a boober. Well, I was a boober. Way before we became the boobers. But, yeah, it was Ronbu. The first stream of his I ever watched was his, like, 6-month anniversary stream. And I was like, holy shit, he popped off at this, what the fuck? And I don't remember exactly what he said. But he said something really, like, you know, anyone can do this. And, like, I had tried the live streaming stuff before as, like, a hobby, but I'm like, holy shit, I could actually try and do this. Hi, boss. Hi, friend. Hello, friend. Welcome to stream, friend. Hello, noodle nerd. Noodle dude nerd. Little nerdy noodle dude. We're talking about VTubers and streamers right now, and what inspired me. But, like, yeah, it's weird. Especially nowadays, I don't watch a lot of, like, the Minecraft streamers. For pretty obvious reasons. Ex-Lovejoy fan here. Yeah. There's a big reason I don't watch the streamers anymore. But, like, that got me really into content creation. There's other creators that I'm, of course, inspired by, too. Like, my two biggies, my comfort streamer and my other favorite streamer. Yay, you're a noodle. Yes, everyone's a noodle. If you're subscribed to the channel, you're a noodle dude. You're officially a noodle dude. But my favorite two streamers, because I have a hard time choosing one. Actually, I can't choose one because he's my comfort streamer, is actually Astral Spiff. A lot of people get really confused when I say that because Spiff isn't that big of a creator. Well, he's getting bigger. He was in MCC. But he's a really funny... He's a funny guy who does a lot of FNAF stuff. And he's just kind of a dude, bro, and he's really laid back. He's, like, one of my biggest inspirations as well for streaming, and I really like his stuff. I listened to Spiff. Spiff, nice choice. Thank you. Basically, I fall asleep listening to Spiff streams. I pop on his FNAF marathons and fall asleep. They're long enough to where I could have him on for the full 8 hours I sleep. But, like, that's another one that really inspired me. And then after that's, of course, is another funny one. It's Doug Doug. I love Doug Doug. He's so creative, and I wish that I could be, like, that good at, like, coding and stuff to do funny stuff like that. But, like, streamers and other VTubers are very big inspiration, of course. My biggest inspirations are those four. Also Mousy. Mousy's very inspirational, but that's like the super basic answer that everyone gives. When it comes to streamers, I really only watch Zenith. Aw, thank you! I'm happy that you watched. I'm happy that you like my content. Like, that in all honesty is like the most surreal thing about all of this. Is that, like, you know, we're still small, but we still have a little bit of reach and we can still make people happy, and that makes me super happy. And I hope one day I can get into the kind of upper echelons, I'd say, and, like, actually be able to go and stream with people. Or, like, meet some of the streamers that I've admired for a while and be like, listen, man. Thank you for everything. But yeah, I like my VTubers. I like my streamers more than VTubers, which is funny because I am a VTuber. Pardon if you can hear the ghost dogs barking. I don't know what they're on about this time. Stall streamers are my favorites because the experience is so comfy and I get to cheer them on. Yeah, I kind of like that too. I like the smaller creators, but, like, I still, like, I like feeling like I'm sitting with a friend and talking. I think that's my biggest thing. I like to feel comforted by other streamers. Even if they're not directly talking to you, they're still, like, just kind of like dude bros hanging out. You know? And that's, like, a big thing with me streaming as well, is I've been kind of just, like, kind of dude broing out with it. And I'm like, because it's the content that I like. Yeah. I've been going on probably too long about other streamers. You're supposed to be watching this streamer and not other ones. Stay with me. If your VTuber avatar could talk, what do you think it would say to you? Oh, that's a good question. Hold on. I will play what I think my avatar would say. Hold on. I'm gonna play what I think they would say. I'm gonna play what I think she'd say. Hold on. I have an audio clip. Hold on. Do you want to know what I think she'd say to me? Okay, it looks like my keyboard's still working really good. Chat, do you want to hear what I think she'd say to me? I hope one day we get to unlock the human form. Bruh, I'm waiting for it. I really want to be a human again. But, you want to know what I think my VTuber would say to me? This is what I think they'd say. Oh, it's muted! It's still muted! Hold on! I did stupid, hold on! I unmuted, but I forgot to turn the volume slider up. Hold on. But yeah, this is what I think my VTuber would say to me. Hold on. Wise words from a wise VTuber. I'm gonna just... This is what I feel like my VTuber would say. Anywho's, hold on, let me go back and just... Hey, got here in time, welcome! We're still going over Q&As, but the question I got was, what do you think your VTuber would say to you? And I said mine would just scream ferret noises. I know, little fur noodles. Mine would just scream in ferret noises. Angry little ferret. But no, in all honesty, I see the VTuber more as myself than even my own body sometimes. So like, I feel like we just kind of dude bro out. But also I either think we do bro out or she'd just be a ferret making ferret noises. Perfectly fair, yeah. Hello, Laika. Hello again. Everyone's being really nice and saying hello at the beginning of their stuff. I just wanted to ask why you don't like internet trolls. Okay, this is a fun one. So, I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at these guys and preparing for what I was gonna say. This is the one that's been on my brain the most. Because I wanted my points to be concise about it. But instead I'm gonna go into a diatribe. So, my problem with internet trolls is that out of everything you could do with anonymity, like, okay, most internet trolls are anonymous. It says a lot about a person who uses their anonymity to spread negative messages and like hurtful remarks and to just be kind of mean and rude because they have this layer of protection and anonymity that the internet gives. And a lot of people, they show their true colors on the, like, when they're on the internet. And it's really, like, it's really unsettling. Like, the best way I can put it is, like, use your anonymity for something good. There's already enough negative in the world, and you being an online internet troll who doesn't do any, like, okay, I will admit, and this is gonna be a little bit of a controversial take, bullying is sometimes valid. Sometimes people, you know, need to be bullied. Especially if they're doing things that are illegal but not punishable, immoral and not punishable by law. I can't say those things without the YouTube censors getting mad at me. Like, the best thing is, like, it's okay in my brain if you tell someone to remove themselves from the census, we'll say. I think that'll get around YouTube censors. And you do that constantly to the same person, and you troll the same person and tell them to remove themselves from the census. Then it's okay to bully them back because they're doing that kind of trauma onto others. It's very much a, like, you know, you get what you ask for. Treat others as you want to be treated. And people being on the internet with this layer of, like, with this layer of anonymity will more so resort to being that asshole instead of doing something good. Ooh. Accidentally skipped that. Sorry. But, like, It's not good. There's no real good solution except for taking them away from the internet, which you can't really do if they're an adult. So it's a whole thing. The reason I don't like internet trolls is the anonymity gives them so much power to do whatever they want, and they can go like ham about it. And like sometimes that can be okay. If you're going after people that are actually like hurting others, then that's okay. But going after somebody and trolling them just because they're a little bit different, a little bit quirky, is not okay. And if you're willing to bully and troll someone on the internet just because they're a little bit different, and you're willing to stay, like, it's... Trying to find the best way to say this, and it's really hard. It's a really, like, nuanced topic. A little trolling is fine. Trolling to the point where it becomes bullying is really bad. Trolling people to the point where they're wanting to remove themselves from the census is horrible, and no one should really do that. But, like, also, on the other hand, some people, like, just treat people the way you want to be treated, unless they're doing something, like, super heinous. Don't feed the trolls is very... Yes, exactly. Don't feed the trolls. That's why in our community here, it's very much like a, hey, you know, don't be a dick. As a Noodle dude, you have to... Allow me to... Hold on, I'm gonna switch real quick so I can bring up the Noodle dude tenets and why... Like, these are basically the rules for my community, in all honesty. That's why I wrote the Noodle dude tenets, is because... Those are, like, kind of the rules of being in the community. That's not the right file. Where's my file? How did I lose you? You're right here. Hold on. I'm scrolling through my files. Noodle dude. Where's the Noodle dudes? Where's my Noodle dudes? My Noodle dude code of be kind to all, be good to all, support each other, and protect the weak. Those are the 4 tenets of the Noodle dude code. The sacred text. Hold on. We're gonna go back here. Don't worry, BGM's back. Be good to all, be kind to all, support each other, and protect the weak. Those are like the tenets, right? Which is part of the reason I don't like trolls, because trolls don't align with any of these tenets. Trolls typically are not kind to people. They typically don't do things out of the good of their own heart. They choose to be rude or mean-spirited, or if they do something good, it's usually for personal or selfish gain. Support each other. They actively trolls actively tear people down. Protect the weak. Trolls will target the weak instead of protecting them. And that's fucked up. And so that's why, like, the rules of being a Noodle dude are important, and why I don't like trolls is because they go against literally everything I stand for. So yeah. Let me get that back up. I think I've talked about internet trolls for too long. I think I'm already gonna get some snapback of talking about why I don't like internet trolls. Or even just bringing them up, but like, yeah. If you're gonna be anonymous on the internet, why not just be kind? It's typically easier to either ignore it or be kind. It's typically easier to do than to be rude and mean. Like, there's no point in it. Anyways, lighter-hearted question. To noodle or not doodle? That is the question. To noodle or not doodle? I'd say do both. Noodle and doodle, all you want. Again, I love fan art. Part of the reason why you're the noodle dudes is because, like, I like art. I like art. I like art. How many times can I say this? I love art. any kind of like art that I can get, even if it's like a shitty pencil drawing stick figure thing that just has an arrow pointing to it saying Laika, that's still me. I love it. But if you can't draw, or if you have to choose between watching me or drawing, of course I'm gonna say watch me, because, like, still getting good advice out of it, but also, if you want to draw or do anything else, that's fine. To noodle or not noodle? I say to noodle. I say to do both, actually, because you can do both. Ours delicious, made me take a bite out of it. Speaking of, Yelly, thank you so much for the fan art on Twitter. Yeah, I'm calling you out for that, because I saw you sent me fan art on- you made me fan art on Twitter. And also, I need to message you on Twitter, because I want to know some stuff. Hi, I forgot to tap in. Hello again. Hi, Easy Sneezy. Welcome to the stream. We've been answering questions. I've been picking on chat members who have sent me art a little bit and telling, because I want to talk to them about the art. Anywho's, next question. Ferrets do this thing where they are really bendy. How bendy and cute is the ferret plush? Hold on, let me just... See, I'm really bendy. I bend a lot. I bendier than Bendy in the ink machine. But, yeah, I bend a lot. I'm a long fur noodle, and I wiggle around a whole hell of a lot, and it's really fun. God, my throat's already starting to hurt. Again, chat, if I'm being too quiet, or if I'm, like, wiggling around too much, let me know. I also just realized there was probably double audio for that whole section. And I am so sorry. I have it monitoring because I don't have anything playing in the background. And I popped on my thing to do the thing, and then I did the thing again. So if there was double audio, it's fine. Oh, first chat question of the day. Actually, well, kind of not, but still, we'll go with it. Are you drinking enough water? I'm trying to. Hold on. Let me shake it. I have my big water bottle with my little times on it. I actually have to drink down to the 7 mark, and I'm at the 5 mark right now, so bottoms up. Oh. It really helps to have, like, ice cold water on hand when doing these kind of streams where I talk a lot. Huh? Oh, that's the last one! Chat, we ran out of questions! Chat, we ran out of questions! Nice, and don't forget to do hydration checks. I'm gonna. But chat, we're completely out of questions. I've answered all the questions for today. Yeah. I only got like 14 questions on the marshmallow. I felt like it more. I even was like talking about them a lot. I've dragged them out quite a bit. Yeah. I'm out of questions, but I can also just take chat's questions if that's all right with you guys. We'll do this Reddit AMA style. Ask me anything. Damn, I joined at a bad time. You didn't join at a bad time. You joined at the perfect time. Because that means that chat... I'm going to quickly just copy-paste over this chat box into this scene, because this one's not working again. And I do not know why. Chatbox uwu is not working. I repeat, chatbox uwu is not working. I'm gonna quickly copy-paste this over, see if we can probably fix this, and then chat, you guys are allowed to ask questions among yourselves, or to me. As you all know, I absolutely adore answering questions. Let's see if that works. Yes, your streamer has scuff. I thought this was obvious. Your streamer definitely has scuff. Hold on, let me just... Test. Buzz! Wow. Much wow. Much great. Fuck. We're also way behind in the stream. I'm so sorry. I put on low latency so that it wouldn't be this bad, but I guess it still is. Fuck. Here, you guys could just sit here. I don't know why the other... Hold on. I'm gonna fix the chat box. Hold on. Hold on. For right now, we're fixing the chat box. There we go. There we go. Now we have double chat boxes. We have double chat. That's neato. No, I'm gonna remove this one from this one. Yes, remove that. There we go. This is how chat's gonna look for a bit. I'm sorry. My custom stuff was not working. And I do not know why. We grow stronger. You grow stronger. You almost grow too strong for me to even handle. Hold on. I'm gonna move you guys to my main monitor. There. There. I send you guys to my main monitor so we can talk. So, actually, that's another thing. I've added that to my list of things that I want to do. And the list of things that I want to do for streams is growing longer and longer and longer. And so, one of my big things I want to do for streams now... Oh, hold on. I forgot to grab the BGM. I'm gonna grab the BGM real quick. Hold on. Look, chat, it's you. It's the Guts. Hi. Hi, Stream Guts. There we go. That's not the right stream... Scuff. The fair is having scuff. The fair is having scuff. Repeat. Run away. Run away. Don't run away. Stay here. Yeah, it's you guys. There we go. Now the stream is not scuff. This is the problem when you do things earlier in the day and then end up coming back and having some issues. Again, if you weren't here earlier, I had some issues setting up stream today. It was supposed to have some tea on hand, some nice warm peach tea on hand. With nice honey, and I went to go pour my honey into the tea, and I dropped the honey vial that I had. Like the big jar, like not a big jar, but like a small, like medium, like it's about as big as my paw. A paw-sized jar into the teacup, and then onto the floor. So I had honey all over the place and was cleaning it up for a while. It was gross. Okay, I'm seeing a question here. If you could choose a place, any place in the world to visit, which place would you choose and why? This is a hard one because there's a lot of really good places. I think that a great place to visit would be Japan. I don't want to live in Japan, but it would be a great place to visit. Yeah, F. Can we get some L's in the chat for honey? Some L's, some L's, some 07s in the chat for honey. E. But like, one of the big things, like the list that I have for streams is, I want to do like, every Saturday, I want to sit down and have a nice little Zatsu and like catch up with everybody. And like talk with everybody. And maybe we'll replace it with something else cozy. But I want Saturdays to be like a nice cozy. Because Saturday's a good relaxed day. 07. We got a lot of 07s. In honor of our fallen sweetness, opinions on different types of honey. I actually went into this way earlier on the stream. I don't really taste that much of a difference in honey, except for like lavender honey. Which, to me, for some reason, tastes more bitter. I don't know why. It's like not as sweet, and I like that. I also like clover honey, though. Clover honey is really good. I like all types of honey, though. To be fair, I'm a sugar fiend. I love all kinds of any kind of sugar. Speaking of sugar, I'm gonna quickly sip my water, which does not have sugar in it, but should. One day it'll be not water. One day it's gonna be like an energy drink. Probably not, though. Probably, especially not the times that I stream. I would be up all night. Speaking of being up all night, that's also another reason I sound tired. My doctor put me on new sleeping meds. So all today, I took them yesterday. And literally all of today, I was so tired. Like, even right now, I'm like, groggy. And that's probably why I dropped the thing. It's because I was being groggy. But they're new sleeping meds because I've been having a lot of trouble sleeping recently. And, like, calming down. Oh, you were talking to you about foraging and plants? I must have missed types of honey talk. No, it's fine. It's fine. I always like talking about everything. Do you like camping? And if so, do you have interesting stories? Oh, I guess we could talk about Girl Scout camp. So, a fun fact that I mentioned earlier in the stream, I used to be a Girl Scout. I loved Girl Scout camp. Also, partially the reason I figured out that I'm actually pansexual was because of Girl Scout camp. Because I had a crush on these two twin girls. They were both really, really nice and sweet. But they also had like different tastes. One of them was very much on like the punk side. The other one was like very much on the like just plain artsy side, and they were both really pretty and sweet to me, and we were good friends. But I do like camping. Let's see. There's the time where I woke up the entirety of the camp because I saw a spider and I screamed. I'm the reason we have a screaming rule. They now have a screaming rule at that camp where you're not allowed to scream unless it's bigger than the smallest counselor. I specifically... So, it was nighttime, and I was in... Basically, the way our camp was laid out was there was only one place that had showers. And it was right next to the pool. So the camp had, like, the lake, and right next to the lake was a little pool with like a deep, medium, and shallow end. And basically, I had been cleaning the showers. Like, I wasn't like taking a shower or anything in it. I was cleaning the showers and like scrubbing down one of the walls later in the night. And I kind of got really scared because I was cleaning, and then all of a sudden there was a giant fucking spider. Like, it was about the size of a American quarter, if you guys have ever seen those. And it was just hanging there. So I was like, I stepped out and walked back. And then the spider kind of came at me and I was freaking out. And I was running with the broom that I was using to scrub the floor. And it was still there. And I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out that I had knocked the spider's web with the broom. And it was just hanging from the broom. And when I was running around, it was still attached to the broom, which is why it kept popping up. It was so bad and so stupid. But that was one of my fun stories for camp. Oh, there's the reason why I don't go in kayaks anymore. When I was in Girl Scouts, this wasn't the same year. This was like a year before. Basically, we had, the lake was kind of in 3 sections, but only one of the sections had a dock. And we basically rowed out in little kayaks to a section. Our camp directors, who were basically our camp counselors that helped out with events and everything, were told us beforehand, okay, everybody, go to the restroom beforehand. We're going to be out on the lake for like an hour or 2. And this was an hour or 2 after dinner. And we were going to be out there for another hour or 2. So make sure you go to the restroom before getting in the kayak. I didn't. So I had to go to the restroom halfway through. And so I start paddling back to shore. And one of the camp counselors was like walking along the edge of the bank, watching just as I was like paddling this kayak. And basically, so of course I don't make it to the thing in time and I piss myself in a kayak. And let's see, at this point I'm like 7 or 8. So I'm just sobbing. I'm sobbing so hard because I'm so embarrassed of it. And of course it was a pretty camp counselor too. And she goes like, hey, it's okay, it happens. She brought me to the thing. I got showered and she threw my clothes into the laundry and let me borrow some of the, like, because occasionally the camp will have like clothes that either other campers left or like extra ones. So she got me my size clothing out of there and she threw what I had into a washer and dryer that was on site. And the silver lining of the story is because it was just me and that counselor, nobody knew that I'd pissed myself. So what the counselor ended up telling at least the other counselors and the kids when they were around, because they asked what happened and why I was in a different change of clothes, she just was like, oh yeah, she tipped her kayak. She tipped her kayak and fell in the water. We're all good. And she covered for me. And I was like, thank you so much. I was so embarrassed. Also, hello, Griefum. Good time zone? Yeah, I have a pretty good time zone. It's Eastern Standard Time. It's lovely. But yeah, so I almost embarrassed myself, but I was able to cover it up. That camp counselor is like one of my favorites. But I think she retired from camp counseling later. Because, like, that's the other thing. I don't know exactly how old the camp counselors were. There were, like, the counselors and the junior counselors. So the actual counselors were probably in their 20s. And then the junior counselors were, like, high school age. And then the campers were anywhere between, like, 6 and 14, depending on... because it all goes by grade scale instead of, like, actual ones. So we had young as daisies up to cadets that were staying at the camp. But yeah, she was really supportive and nice, and she's always been my favorite counselor, but I never got to go there on the same weeks that she was working. But yeah, we stand supportive adults. There's no point in... If you can tell a kid's embarrassed about something, there's no point about bringing that up and shaming them for it. Especially not in front of their peers. So, like, if a kid, like, for example, wets themselves because of something like that, because of something they can't really control, or it's, like, something that the kid can't control, and they're really embarrassed about it, not bringing it up, but coming up with a creative, like, a nice cover-up can really help them. But yeah, everyone was really nice. I have those guys. I have the fish story. So, this was actually one of the last camps that I went to at that camp. So that camp in particular, would do, like, themed weeks. So you could either sign up for a course. You could either sign up for a course or just be randomly sorted into a course. My mother had specifically signed me up for a Survivor week. So basically what would happen is that it was all Survivor themed. So we got to do the ropes course, we got to do archery, we got to do fishing. And I talked about this, I mentioned earlier. This is the story of how I learned how to gut a fish. So basically, they didn't tell us, or at least, like, none of us realized that we were going, how this event would transpire. And we didn't know that we'd learn how to gut a fish. But so we go fishing, and out of all of us, one girl catches something. And she's so happy. She names the fish Dory, and she's like, I'm gonna keep it, I'm gonna feed it, I'm gonna bring it home. We walk over to our campsite, and they're like, we're cooking the fish. And we're like, what? And yeah, they taught us how to to dehead, gut, and cook a fish. And not gonna lie, it probably traumatized some of us. I know I almost threw up when they were gutting it. But the poor girl who caught the fish that we all got to try was like so ashamed because she didn't. A few of us didn't realize that's what was gonna happen, but those of us who did were like okay with it. It was a yummy fish, and I do like seafood. I remember specifically I was not down for it. I was like, this fish is Dory. Why are we killing and eating Dory? I'm a vegan now. And that lasted all for a day. I like my meats too much. But yeah, so that was a fun little story. Went through something similar for being in Scouts too, but it was chickens instead of fish. Oh, I couldn't imagine if it was chickens, because chickens scream. When a chicken's going to be executed, they fucking scream. Fish don't have vocal cords. They don't scream. But chickens and certain other livestock do scream, and that scares me. But yeah, so I've had some fun experiences camping in Scouts. Stretch. We need to not be shrimping, chat. Make sure you're not shrimping. In nature, mercy is a swift end. That is, I guess that's pretty true. But as humans, mercy is a big thing. With the animal kingdom, it might not be that way, but humans are more evolved. Which is why we need to be kind and protective of one another. I wasn't able to eat chicken for months, and I can't touch raw chicken up to this day. Oh my god. Oh, I couldn't even imagine that. That sounds horrible, and I'm so sorry I had to go through that, Patchy. But, like... Thanks for the shrimp check. You're welcome. I needed one, too. I was, like, shrimping hard. Oh, that reminds me. Speaking of shrimp... I actually was able to bring home some leftovers from where I was today. So for reference of where I was today, I got to see my, So a fun thing is I'm kind of from the universe. There's a way that it's hard to explain, but I got to see family today. And I got to, I got to bring home a bunch of leftovers from the family gathering that we had. And so I have a fridge right now that's full of, like, tiny sandwiches and stuff. And I'm so excited to get into them when I get done with the stream. When I get done with the stream, I have a grilled, like, a funny kind of grilled cheese, a roast beef sandwich, and a turkey sandwich with my name on them. They're not, like, big sandwiches. They're, like, small ones. Again, probably the size of my paw. But, like, they're good. Ooh, another question. What's your favorite mythical creature? Ooh, that one's hard. I like a lot of them. I have a soft spot for unicorn, pegasi, and alicorns. The fun fact, I was an MLP girly. I used to love My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, which is Generation 4. I used to love that shit. I do also think griffins are pretty cool. Manticores are pretty cool. Yeah, pretty much. I like alicorns because they're magical. I also love The Last Unicorn. Oh my god, that movie makes me cry every time I see it. If you've never seen The Last Unicorn, it's a really sad movie about a unicorn who's turned into a human and then has to, like, get back to being a unicorn. So it's kind of like the reverse of what's happened to me. And I'm just like, bro, why would you want to go back? You have it so easy. You're a human. It's a whole thing. Plus she's really pretty in that movie. Like, she's so pretty. Oh. Anywho's. Let's see, what other good question? Let me see if I can think of any other good questions or any good stories. Try to think of some good stories. I'm also specifically pulling back to like trying to think of my camp stories because they're pretty fun. Worst job you've had to take. So fun fact, Zenith is only the 3rd job I've ever actually had. My first job was probably the worst. I used to be maid service at a hotel. So basically, my job was when guests were out of their rooms, I was the person who picks up the room and cleans it up a bit. And if they were leaving, I fully washed down and cleaned everything in the room. First of all, working in one of those jobs makes you never want to stay at a fucking hotel ever again. Because, oh my god, there's so many things that should be cleaned that don't have to be. The second thing is, you get a lot more respect for people with cleaning jobs, especially hotel cleaners. Because hotel cleaners have to have things done in a certain amount of time. So for the company that I worked for, the specific times is we had 15 for turnovers, which was if a person's staying in the room for more than just the one day. Which is basically like you take out their trash, you pick up the towels that they used and replace them with clean ones. Washing down the glass and the tiles and everything if they leave hair in it. And you have 15 minutes to do the entire room for that. And then layovers are 25 minutes. Like the full room cleans, after people leave are like are 25 minutes. And oh my god, as a dyslexic woman, it fucking sucks because I don't do well with time limits. And also I forget things. So I would dial in my rooms as being done and they would like the first week my manager would literally come into the room and be like, this is what you missed. This is all that you missed. The funniest part is I had gotten the job because a family member had worked at the same place. And I left after like 3 or 4 weeks. That job was the only job that I've really come home crying from. Like, it was such a traumatizing job. I literally would come home and just, like, I'd be in the car with my parents because I was a teenager when this happened. And I would just start sobbing. We literally went out and got ice. There was one day I came in, started sobbing, like the first day, that, like, the first really bad day. And they're like, would you like some ice cream? And we ended up going and getting ice cream. But it was bad. I worked there for less than a month because, like, I just could not handle the job. But my family member that still worked there, after I had left, had told me that there was a lot of, like, management problems behind there. So what ended up happening after I leave is they got a replacement for me, and she was 10 times worse than I was at it. And they were regretting letting me, it was a whole thing. Also, the manager of the place was found to be having relations with workers, so, like, I'm glad I got out of there. But, like, yeah. Let's see. After that, and then after that job is my side job, which is at a fabric store. I actually know how to work with a lot of different fabrics and cosplays and stuff. That's actually the reason why I got any of my jobs in the first place, like, as, like, a teenager, was to save up to do cosplays and go to conventions and stuff. Well, that's a good point at the end. Yeah. It was fucked up. So, yeah, I worked at a craft store. And I learned a lot of things, and it's really, really fun to work there. I enjoy it. It keeps me busy. It's funny to watch a little... It's funny, because when I came into work as the plushie, they were like, what the fuck? And I was like, it's me. And they're like, dude, we can't have you working as being a plushie. So I haven't been working there as much. I mainly do things like restocking and trimming fabric at the cut bar. I'm holding out and hoping that the employee that he was making moves on were very well, at least adults. They were. Also, the manager was a she. Yeah, the manager was a she, and it was with another adult, thank God. But still, like, power dynamics were not good. And also, they were a recently promoted one when somebody found them, which is fucked. That's against plushies, and we'll see them in court. Yeah. I misheard then. I was keeping the gender a little ambiguous, so, like, I'm not gonna blame you for that. I was keeping the gender kind of ambiguous. But then I realized, wait, nobody knows about my past life, so, like, I don't have to. Yeah, the power dynamic was fucky. The guy was really nice, and the manager seemed really nice on the outside, minus the, like, hey, we need you to be quicker, even after I've been like, I'm doing this my quickest. But yeah, I'm glad I'm with ZENITHVE now. It makes me happy. Oh, speaking of jobs and getting paid, if you haven't noticed, we do have a link in the bio, in my little description here, below the thing, if you want to donate anything, help support us talents. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Trying to think of more questions. Honestly, same. Trying to think if there's any questions that I could answer myself, aside from, like, my creator's one. She was alright, a bit of a stickler. She just yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Well, shows you how people can be. People can be very, very two-faced. They could have... A lot of people have the side they show themselves, and the side they present in public, and then that's how they act in private. And not, a lot of times they don't match up. And it's just kind of a sad fact that that's how it happens. Wish you could pay but urgent commissions? I might reach out to you if you're opening up emergency commissions, Patchy, because I have some art that I want to get done. I want some not my VTuber art that I want to get done. And I've been looking for a few artists. Yeah, I hope you can get the money to cover the bills, Patchy. I really hope everything is able to go alright. But yeah. Sorry, I'm just, like, cracking my jaw a little bit. Oh, that's another fun story. For a while, I used to be able to click my jaw. I can still do it. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Yeah, it's not going to pick it up because of the limiter, and I'm not going to turn off the limiter. It's a psychology thing, yeah, and then there's a part in instinct thing the person themselves isn't fully aware of. I could toss a few bones, give me a sec. Please don't hurt your jaw. It doesn't hurt my jaw, but for a while, I think because I had an accident when I was in middle school, my jaw sometimes, I can get it to click. Who's your favorite MLP character? Hot take, Fluttershy. Fluttershy is the best character. I love Fluttershy. Fluttershy's my favorite. She's so sweet, and she's so kind, and she's pretty. And again, I could fix her, but whatever's wrong with her is honestly better. To be fair, though, I also really like Rarity and Applejack as well. Fluttershy best girl, Fluttershy best girl. Thank you, Easy Sneezy! That's my first dono! Sorry, I'm gonna fangirl a little bit because that's probably my first dono. Let's go! Let's go! I could fix her, but if she's perfect the way she is, fuck yeah. That's all of my that's like all of my cartoon and anime crushes, man. I could fix them, but like whatever they got wrong is usually way hotter. Let's go first dono. Let's go. Let's go. I can get something to eat. Hopefully. whatever works, man. Hello, Kino. Hello. Welcome to chat. We're talking about mentally ill characters and my first dono that I just got, and I'm very, very happy about it. But yeah, I have a big problem. I like characters that have messed up brain. I like Menheras, man. As a Menhera, I like Menheras. It's celebration day. Happy to help. Oh, you're gonna make me cry, easy sneezy. You're gonna make me cry. But yeah. For example, probably one of my favorite Menhera characters. Definitely Ame-chan / Kawaii Angel from the Needy Streamer Overdose series. Oh, I love her. She's literally me. She's me, and I love her. She's also really pretty. Listen, man, I like Menheras. It's a problem, and I know it's a problem. But, like, whatever's wrong with them is just always really nice. I like someone who I'm dependent on, and also they're dependent on me. I think that might also be why I like the fox girl, in all honesty. The cute fox girl that lives in the Zenith Forest. I like her a lot. She doesn't want to be on stream. She doesn't want to be civilized, but I like her so much. She's not as mentally unwell as I am, though. She actually is way healthier than I am, and she, like, helps calm me down a lot. But she's my fox girl, and I like her a lot. What's a Menhera? A Menhera is basically a character that has mental health issues. Typically, depression. The most famous Menheras that I can think of are, like, again, the Needy Streamer Overdose, Ame-chan from it. There's, fuck. Misa Amane. Misa from Death Note can be considered one. Yonagasai can be considered one, but she's more of a yandere. She's kind of a mix of both, actually. Menheras and yanderes layer really well. I also really like yandere. I like someone who will protect me, but also would stab me in the next breath. I like the danger. I love the danger. But, like, I like people with issues as well. Just, it's a problem. It's a problem, and I know it's a problem. Because I know I can't fix them. But, like, I'm sure as hell gonna try. Favorite Menhera? Walter White and his narcissism makes me swoon. Bro, Walter White. I've never seen Breaking Bad. I've never seen Breaking Bad. Are you guys gonna be sad that I have never seen Breaking Bad? And yes, I am doing the silly little anime poking fingers together. Little poking the finger guns together. Ooh, ooh. Are you gonna be mad? She's showing affection with a knife. Yes, exactly. Fuck yeah. Dude, you're missing out. Dude, I've been meaning to go back and rewatch it. It's on my list. And yes, hold on. I don't know exactly how long my list is, but I think we're getting towards 100. I literally haven't... it's not on this account, so I can't bring it up on this computer. But, I literally have a list of anime that's like 100 pages, like 100 lines long. There's so many animes and just TV shows that I need to go back and watch, man. It's a problem. If anyone in Zenith, in particular, like, wants to sit and have movie night or something like that, I would love that. Maybe when we do, maybe when we start like memberships on YouTube, we'll do some kind of membership movie night kind of thing. I just prefer buff girls who can carry me around and protect me like a doll. Buff girls are also peak. If you ever watch it, it's a good way to do it is watch Better Call Saul, then Breaking Bad, then the last season of Better Call Saul. Oh, El Camino. Okay, thank you for the recommendation. I'm going to actually probably screenshot that real quick. I've been meaning to, like, watch something like that. I've been meaning to, like, actually get into more TV. I don't know if... Okay, you guys can't hear my desktop audio. I was gonna be like, warning, you could probably hear me typing. The Heisenverse? The Heisenverse. I am gonna quickly paste this into a Google Doc so I don't forget it. There we go. It's pasted. It's pasted! I actually did need things to watch while working on projects. So, like, this helps a lot. What else? What else do we got? Laika, we need to cook. I mean, I need to cook. I actually do need to cook. I haven't eaten... Well, I did eat today. I ate today. I ate a lot today. But I'm still, like... I still need to go and eat dinner. Ooh, I need to eat dinner. Breaking Bad made my boyfriend cry twice. Ooh, yeah. I love shows that make me cry. Eat food. I will eat food. I'm gonna eat after stream. I did eat, though. I had, like, 2 plates of... I had 2 plates of finger foods earlier today at a family function. What's for dinner? I think I've mentioned this earlier. Like, teeny tiny finger sandwiches. So, like, one of them's roast beef, one of them's turkey, and one of them is cheese. And that's what I'm gonna be eating for dinner. They all were really yummy earlier, and I think they're gonna be even yummier when they're actually cold. Hot take. Hot take. I like cold sandwiches, except for grilled cheese. Grilled cheese has to be warm. Any kind of other sandwich has to be cold. It's such a weird, like, distinction to make. Tiny sandwiches for the win. Yes, tiny sandwiches. Tiny little tea sandwiches. Man, that's something we gotta do with ZENITHVE, is have, like, I wanna make, like, a fun little finger foods for everyone. Not really a hot take now. Well, it's kind of a... You're right, it's a cold take, not a hot take. But, hold on. I'm gonna just... Hold on. Oh, I'm gonna... Ooh, let me mute that. But I'm just gonna... Where is it? Did that actually come through? Did it come through? It did come through. Haha. So chat, fun fact. I'm gonna turn this off projector mode so that way you guys don't hear it. Turn it down a little bit. But, fun fact. I have a soundboard and I keep forgetting to use it on stream. And I just remembered I have it. I don't remember what most of these are. I have some of them and some of them are labeled, but I know some of them are, like, different. That one I think is the small clap, that one's big clap. Okay. I'm looking and reminding myself which one of these is which. But yeah, much wow, I in fact do have a soundboard. I need to use it more. Because it would be so good to punctuate different things for streams. Also, I'm gonna turn down the BGM a little bit. If you're a magical girl... Ooh, this was a good one. If you're a magical girl, what kind of transformation would you... Power and transformation. Definitely some kind of, like, star or time themes. Very, Homura from Madoka Magica-esque. But I would have a much bigger, flashier transition, like in Pretty Cure. I really like... Oh, well, to be fair as well, I also really like the Madoka transformations, but, like... There's actually an anime that came out recently. I don't remember which one it is. I think it's Magical Girl Sight that had, like, really violent transformation sequences, and I thought... I've seen clips of them and thought it was really cool. I would watch it, but there's some content in it that I don't like to interact with, so, like... But it's on my list. It's on my list past, like, the first episode. But yeah. I would love to have, like, a really cool, like, a violent magical girl transition. And then have, like, time powers. Transform from plush ferret to regular ferret. Fuck yeah. You know, that's something I actually want to talk to my manager about. Like, next year for April Fool's Day, because we didn't get to debut before, we didn't get to do April Fool's Day this year. I want to see if we can literally, like, get a PNG of a ferret and do, like, an old MatPat style talk sprite. I think that would be hilarious. And the whole stream is just like an actual ferret. We could even, like, overlay ferret noises, and it would be so fun. So the entire time it's just ferret noises. That would be so good. Also, chat, I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna end early. I'm not gonna end yet. I'm gonna end when we hit the 2-hour mark, which is gonna be around 8 o'clock. Because I just realized there's a thing I want to watch that's coming on at 8. And I can't really talk about it much, but there's something going on at 8 that I'm gonna go watch. That, and also, it's getting a little late here. That's also 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know, at this point, I just need to have a clock that shows whatever time it is where I am, so that way we're not getting confused. One of these days, I'll actually be a good streamer. I promise. I'll be a good streamer. I'm also thinking about changing the Zatsu times so that it is, yeah, like 20 minutes, about 20 minutes. We got like 20 minutes left. I can stay for 20 more, and then I'm gonna go watch the thing. I'm gonna go to the restroom. So yeah. Think of more stuff to ask? Go ahead. If anyone has any, like, random little questions, they could be anything. Central Standard Time is best time zone, but that's just me. Fair enough. I like going around 6. I like going 6 through 7 because that's usually, like, in California and stuff, that's around the time where it's like early afternoon for them, and then for my side where I am in EST, it's like a late afternoon. So it's like, it's a nice comfy time zone. And plus it gives people more time to go and actually watch things like after streams. Or like I know that, like, I've had a couple people in private be like, yeah, I like to watch your streams while doing homework, just so I have some, like, noise in the background. And, like, that's what I use streams and stuff for in my own personal life. So, like, yeah. Can't really say a better or worse time zone. You are in one and nothing to do about it. Yeah. To be honest, can I complain about something real quick, chat? I'm gonna complain about daylight savings. Daylight savings should be abolished in the year of our Lord 2024. Currently playing Terraria. Yo, Terraria's fun. I've been working on a campaign with a couple of friends. We currently we're in hard mode actually, and we just started, like, doing stuff. I think we literally just did the twins and Skeletron, I believe. I think we literally just did the twins last time we played, and we were supposed to play today, but I have some things going on, so I have to take a step back. What is my favorite game? Oh, that's such a hard question. I have so many games that I like. Fuck. If I had to choose one favorite game, my usual go-to when people ask me my favorite game is my first, like, the first game I, like, really have a lot of, like, memories playing and trying to, like, perfect. Which is weird to say this, and people are gonna give me flack for this one, and I'm not gonna beat the furry allegations by saying this one. But it was FNAF. I love the FNAF franchise so much. It's bad. I know, in recent years it's been bad, and I get it. Oh, I can choose multiple favorites? Sweet. I really like the FNAF games, the whole FNAF franchise. And, like, a bunch of the fan games spawned off of it. I just really like them. I've been really into, fuck. What's another one that I've been really into recently? I've been really into, like, Of course I've been into Laika. I am Laika, but now you see why I chose the name. Why we chose the name. Favorite animatronic? I have some thoughts. So, my favorite of the animatronic characters is Bonnie. Hands down. My favorite animatronic design out of all of them is probably any of the Glamrocks. I love the Glamrocks designs. Day Shift at Freddy's sweep? Fuck yeah. Day Shift at Freddy's is great, and I would love to play it on stream. This is the astronaut dog? What? Huh? I have no clue what that means. But, my favorite designs are the Glamrocks. I really wish we could see a few, like, for example, I really want to see a Glamrock, fuck. I'm trying to think of what design it would be. I want to see a Glamrock puppet so bad. Puppet's like one of my favorite animatronics. Wait, you don't know Laika the dog? No, I do not know Laika the dog. What is this? Bonnie does slay. Bonnie is best. Bonnie's my favorite. I really like Toy Bonnie and Withered Bonnie. I like FNAF 2 a lot. I know, I'm a weird I weirdly like a lot of sequels. But, like, it's so hard to choose a favorite because there's so many good ones. I like all of the Bonnies, and I especially really like, Toilet Bonnie. Yes, you heard me. Listen, I was talking Spiff earlier. Yes, I do mean Withered Bonnie. He is Toilet Bonnie. He is Urinal Bonnie. Puppet from Pizza Sim might be your best bet. Yeah, that's the closest thing. I really want to see, like, a really good, like, yeah. I want to see Glamrocks of, like, some of the other ones as well. Like, we have Roxy, who is meant to be, like, the Foxy stand-in. Even though there is now a Glamrock Foxy design that I believe. Toilet Bonnie, my beloved. He's so cool. He's so cool. I love the ripping off the face kind of thing. I feel like it was such a cool direction for his character. And then also him becoming Springtrap, or like the Bonnie in most of the following games having some kind of Bonnie or Springtrap is really cool. I like it. I know I'm not gonna beat the allegations, but like, oh, that's another fun one. There's an old FNAF artist that used to be really popular, and they had a bunch of different designs of the characters, and whichever one you liked probably said the most about who you liked, and mine was always the little question mark Jeremy. Oh, Jeremy was my favorite. He was a pretty boy. I like mentally ill women and pretty men. I like mentally ill women and pretty men. That's what we're gonna go with. Yeah, Toilet Bonnie, my beloved. My sweet boy. My sweet baby boy. Oh, I'm stretching again. Chat, don't shrimp. Chat, don't shrimp. If you shrimp, you'll become a sit. I don't think I can say that on Twitch yet. I don't think I can say that on YouTube, actually. I know it's banned on Twitch. Fuck. Can't talk right. Guess while I'm on Terraria Grind, what's your favorite class? And if not in-depth enough question, what if you were isekai? Sort of fancy. Okay, so in Terraria, I really like Summoner because I like having funny little goobers follow me around. So I do like Summoner a lot. Summoner's my favorite. Tripping again? Why is it automatic? I don't know. I think that sounds like an issue, not an issue. And fantasy classes. Oh, sorry. Oh! They cut off my head. Chad, I almost cut off my head. Hold on. Hold on. I almost cut off my head. Oh, I'm gonna have to adjust this. I was adjusting myself and I cut off my head a little bit. I like using the whip. Summon is badass. Summoner is badass. if I was like a fantasy class, I'd probably end up being... I know in D&D, I usually go with Wizard, specifically School of Necromancy. Hint, hint, no judge. But I feel like me, myself, would be more of a, like, paladin or something. I'd probably be more of a paladin. Maybe paladin? Maybe, like... I don't know. Necromancy, the recycle... Reuse, reduce, and recycle. Cha. I might get copyrighted for that, and if I do, I'm gonna fight it so hard. But, it's like one of those weird, like, little ingrained things from a show. But yeah, I like necromancy. I play, specifically, I have a necromancer character that I play, and I have character sheets of her throughout a bunch of different, like, I have one sheet that's level 5 and one sheet that's level 1. And I keep, like, a blank version of them, like, with usually what's filled out. So that way, whenever I go into if I go into a new campaign, I usually bring her over. But she's so cute, and I love her. She's my little necromancer girl. Current campaigns, Artificer, Cleric, and Druid. Ooh, those are good options. Cleric is fun. Cleric's good for healing. Druids are fun, especially if you're able to pick up, like, wild shape. Oh, it's so good. Let's see. Currently in my campaign that I have, like, a personal campaign, we have a necromancer, we have a, what's it called? I think it's a homebrew one, or one from, like, one of the more niche modules. A golemmancer, thank you. Golemmancer. We have a rogue and we have a bard. And oh my god, they're silly. It's funny because me and the golemmancer turned their brother's corpse into a golem. And so our characters have this weird kind of dichotomy of one of them's like, yo, that's kind of fucked up. Why not just bring back them with necromancy? And they're like, it's not the same. And they're like, well, you're turning, like, it's a whole, like, weird push and pull with those two. It's funny. I play healer, so the sword classes are fun for me. You fill the party mom? Yo, we fill the party mom slot. Always funny. Always fun to be the healer. Could never be me. Healer is pretty fun, though. Or being able to heal is pretty fun. I prefer having access to Fireball. I prefer to be a nuke and be able to kind of be like, to my party members, like, listen, we're doing this or you're getting nuked. And with that, with talking about getting nuked with a Fireball, that is bringing us towards the end of our time. Thank you so much for tuning into stream today. I'm so happy that you're all here, and it made me so happy that I get to spend the time with you. I'm gonna go get some food, get some rest, and also, before 12 p.m. today, the schedule will be updated for next week. So let me go over, actually, I'm gonna quickly go over next week, just in case. Just in case, I do have a few things penciled in. There's a few things that haven't been solidified yet, so I'm gonna be flipping around some stuff. That's not the right file! Where are my files? Why are you all in the wrong order? So, as of next week, we are having Lethal Company at 8 p.m. tomorrow. We are having something on Tuesday, some game on Tuesday. Thursday is Corpse Party Day, and then Saturday is going to be the same as today, except for we're not going to have any, where it's going to be like a weekly Zatsu stream, where we sit and talk. Again. Go enjoy whatever it was you're going to watch. I will very much enjoy it. I hope it's good. And thank you to see you later. See ya! Bye-bye, everybody. It was lovely seeing you. I hope we can see each other next time. Bye-byes. Have a good rest of your day, Noodle Dudes. The weekly schedule will be updated soon, I promise. And remember, Live by the Noodle Dude code. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.